is under attack. Repeat. The colony on Kola 5 is under attack.
Move to red alert. All fighters.
We have confirmed reports of multiple hostiles. All pilots get to...
Think we're in for a fight. You're gonna regret this. Heads up, all.
Now in the combat zone, you may suffer harm, suffocation, wounding, and if your aim is to carry someone loaded with stand by.
Nice try. But I'm gonna stand.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Cadets report to the launch. Cadets...
This ain't over.
The current wait time is Nuka-Rail 2 hours and 43 minutes. While you wait, enjoy a refreshing ice-cold Nuka-Cola. Our Mr. Handy Waiters will be coming through the line to take your order.
Come on.
Mission. Stick with me, and we can take on the galaxy. Sounds like we've got a colony to defend. Let's go. The launch bay is just up ahead. Get to your ships. Cadets, I'm Nuka Girl, ace pilot. You ready for your first combat mission? Stick with me, and we can take on the galaxy. Sounds like we've got a colony to defend. Let's go. The launch bay is just up ahead. Get to your ships. Cadets, I'm Nuka Girl, ace pilot. You ready for your first combat mission? Stick with me, and we can take on the galaxy. 43 minutes. Sounds like we've got a colony to defend. Let's go. The launch bay is just up ahead. While you wait, enjoy your refreshing ice-cold Nuka-Cola. Our Mr. Handy Waiters will be coming through the line to take your order. First combat mission. Stick with me, and we can take on the galaxy. Get ready to blast off for adventure. Like we've got a colony to defend. Let's go. The launch bay is just up ahead. Get to your ship. Cadets, I'm Nuka Girl.
Hey,
Move
eyes
to
up.
red alert.
Something
Deploy all fighters. Are moving to attack the colony.
watch your step.
Clear the area.
Hell of a good time.
We're getting reports of orbital strikes. They can't hold out much longer.
Direct you to your Nuka fighter.
Cadets, report to the launch pad.
Squads 3, 4, 5. You are go for launch.
Make sure all loose objects are secured before boarding the ride.
Move to red alert. Deploy all fighters.
Always resort to violence. Ready or not?
Please watch your step
Here I
as you
come.
enter the boarding area.
Enemy forces are moving to attack the colony.
Cadets, report to the launch pad. Cadets, to the launch pad.
Flight coordinator will direct you to your Nuka fighter.
We're getting reports of orbital strikes. They can't hold out much longer.
Please make sure all loose objects are secured before boarding the ride. Please watch your step as you enter the boarding area.
It's been over a day.
I'm Nuka
Still
Girl.
no sign of that eyesore of a ship.
You ready for your first
They were
combat
difficult
mission?
enough to pin down with that energy and disrupting our system. Either we're not close, and we're somehow avoiding our betrayals.
I would rest easier if even the smallest threat was dealt with. I don't like surprises. What about the other anomalous group?
They called themselves the Arton Smashers. Possibly a small religious group that worshipped their species' race and harness of nuclear technology. From the reports, one of our controllers destroyed their engineering bay with no sign of scars.
Finally, some good news. I don't suppose one half-melted slag of metal and its busted mech guardian is worth delaying our plans. Order our forces to prepare for phase
Hear
2.
something?
And prepare to activate the communications array for all channels.
Code sent in from phase 2 orders, and communications will be coming up shortly. Oh, the Lone Ranger is going to be on in a minute. Supposed to be trying to get...
Shut up about their insipid entertainment programs and do your job.
Recording commencing in 5, 4...
We will be talking later. Greetings and salutations. I am General Helen of the British. I know you were frightened and I understand. You have beings from another world showing up and seemingly attacking for no reason. I assure you that this is for the greater good. Our world was much like yours, full of warring tribes, each with their own beliefs and traditions that made them despise one another. Our leaders told us to spill another's blood to prove our patriotism, to protect our livelihoods, to prove our worth. Then, like what is happening now, we were visited by another race from beyond our star. With our people so divided, it was impossible for them to convey their greater wisdom without first disciplining us. Ask yourselves, have your leaders helped you? Have they actually kept you safe from harm? Or have they merely been using you? Cast off your selfish leaders. Welcome the British, and you will be spared. Allowed to see a brighter future for humanity. Draw our symbol on your homes and we will bring you food and supplies. Protect your families from the true evils of your world. Simply
They
put up
thought
this
they had a
mark
chance.
and allow our soldiers to move through your land, and you will be accepted into the British with open arms. Ignore your callous governments who abuse you, treat you like cattle for their petty wars over imaginary borders as they poison your waters. Let your children starve, demand your service, and turn a blind eye to your suffering.
That was a good speech, General. I have it recorded and set
Dog
to
meat
repeat
could
in
use a
all
little
of their
help.
languages. Our forces will have it playing in the more remote areas.
Thank you. The best ones are the ones that come from the heart. This world would be much better off under our rule. From the observation reports, these people are mostly good. Well, at least not completely savage. But their leaders are nothing but barbarians with silver tongues.
Silver tongue?
It's a metaphor in their English language. It compares their ability to speak to a precious metal. It wouldn't kill you to pick up a tablet for something other than reading mission reports.
But I like reading mission reports. Speaking of silver, I think the Lone Ranger is on now.
I wonder if the humans have to put up with this kind of thing.
Off the coast of Florida, the crew of the Eldritch had found an abandoned mining island. They had been stripping the resting wreckage of the town built around it to feed the never-ending hunger of the super factory to build replacement parts. The deck guns were one by one replacement railguns able to fire hardened metal at supersonic speeds, while Dr. Armistead exchanged her process for a stronger steel alloy armor to get safety equipment built throughout the ship. Betty, however, was not as thrilled about the Eldritch progress.
Are they done yet?
Blue is working as fast as he can between the long wait to use the super factory and working on Connell to redesign the suit.
I've been stuck here for 3 days. 3 days I could have been helping. 3 days I could have been doing something besides listening to Barkley snoring or telling stupid jokes.
She's right, Doctor. We need all hands on deck. I would give one, but then I wouldn't have any hands.
When I get my new arms and legs, I'm gonna give you a hand, all right.
Promises, sweetheart.
Just please shut up, Barkley, for 10 seconds. Can I at least get a wheelchair or something for now? If I don't get out of here soon, I'm gonna start biting.
I'm sorry, Betty. I'm sure your new arms and legs will be ready soon. Just be patient.
Well, at least she's your patient.
O'Connell entered the medical bay with Dr. Armistead, both wearing bright red sweaters and setting down several large boxes.
Hey, it's Christmas, kiddies. Bloom sent me to get you all set up. We got some prototype arms and legs for everyone.
Finally! Did Dr. Bloom make these with an erector set? These look like trash.
Remind me to bring you some coal next time. Well, your super factory has been, kind of on the fritz.
Oh!
I'm sorry, Betty. We've been using your factory non-stop. It seems to have been overworked. And it seems to not like using my alloy for replacing the hull plating.
It's not a miracle machine! It needs to be calibrated for materials, or it gets stopped up! Oh no! Oh no! It's probably full of metal splattered all over the insides!
Alright, Betty, you need to calm the hell down. Everyone is doing their best, and they don't need you biting their heads off for it. Now let O'Connell put on the nice robot arms and robot legs that he designed for you from scratch, and then you can go fix your machine.
The trash will do, for now. Okay, put them on me.
Alright, this won't hurt much. More like a lot. First the left leg.
Ow! Oh, ow! Ow!
1 down, 3 to go. Well, I guess you can't dance.
What's wrong now?
Looks like Bloom made you 2 left feet. Should work for now.
Just give me my arms already.
Don't get snippy with me. I'll have them on you in a second. Better?
I guess it's good enough for now, though it feels like the legs are going to give in. Dr. Armistead, could you help me get to the engineering bay? I want to see what's going on with my super factory.
Of course. Hold closely and take it slow.
Agreed. Take it slow, Betty. Now get to Mr. Barkley's cell, okay?
Not today, pal.
Hello, Betty. Good to see you up and about. Are you prosthetic, may I ask?
Just tell me what's wrong with my factory.
Well, looks like somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Or in your case, the bed of nails. Eh? Eh? Yeah. Well, it's mostly fine. Just a couple of little print presses you told me about got worn out. I popped them out and they had the factory build a couple new ones. It should be working now. Wait, not. look at the time. I need to go to the communications room. No better time for you to lend us a hand and get some new ones, eh? Hey, good luck. And have fun. And don't forget to pants.
Does he seem off to you?
You are starting to sound like Kenneth. Dr. Bloom has been working non-stop since the fight. The poor man needs a break.
I guess. Huh. It almost looks like the entire thing was taken apart and put back together.
That makes sense. It's been acting funny for the last day, so he has been working on it.
But he really wouldn't need to take it apart. Oh, here's the problem. The new part presses are not fully locked down, so they end up bumping into each other. Ah, there we go. Good as new. Need anything? Nope, I have everything under control.
While Betty was working on the super factory, Dr. Blue made his way to the communications room.
What reminds me of the room to me sufferers. Hey, what's your mom? See how she's doing.
Alright, Doctor. I'll be right outside the door if you need me.
Put up a good fight.
Hello.
Hello. I'm guessing you're not alone.
I'm fine. It's just a busy ship. How about you? Did you get your medicine?
Yes. We received the plans you sent us last time. Any chance you got the missing details from the ship on that manufacturing device?
I'm afraid not, Mama. We can head home while there's more to do here. But hopefully soon.
Well, keep us
I
posted.
suppose you hear something?
Collect your device, and we can send you the weapon designs you asked for. Should give Mega ready and want some more pad.
Thanks, Mom. Hopefully with this I'll be back
All
home soon.
dibs on
And
whatever
who knows?
we find
Maybe I
on.
can get some of your famous speech back.
Feeling an abundance of enthusiasm? Are you worried that happiness and overexuberance has taken over your life? Or are you simply bursting with positivity and joy? Realize the bleak reality we march through day after day with a perfect coffee to bring you right back to Earth. Depresso. Why bother with anything else? Warning. Depresso causes depression, a lack of energy, loss of passion, feelings you loved, abandoning goals, difficulty sleeping, sleeping too much, inability to socialize, and irritability. Depresso. Why bother with anything else?
Good morning, everyone. As of today, the repairs and upgrades are almost completed. This last week has been tough. Many of you never signed up for military service, and many of you are not even American citizens, but I consider you all part of this crew. Now, a certain head engineer may or may not have a secret story. The other way is I'll be visible in preparation for many off-duty crew members want to meet him in the mess hall for a few hours.
How the hell did he find out? Damn, there goes pretty much my entire stock.
First, O'Connor, will you say something?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a bottle of whatever you got.
Oh, right. Well, Dr. Bloom finished getting this new prosthetic done for you, Barkley. I gave it the once over and it seems solid enough. Titanium reinforced and relatively light, but it has a kick on it.
Oh, O'Connell. A man after my own heart.
Settle down there, little boy. The big thing is that this arm is a .50 caliber rifle. You're gonna need to go onto the deck and fire a couple blanks to figure out how to not kill yourself with the kickback.
Ha! That's really something. Give me that thing. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! No offense, Dr. Bloom, but that last arm was garbage compared to this. I can finally flip people off without it shocking me.
Oh, thanks taken, Ensign. Let's have some fun with that. Just don't drink and experiment with it, young man.
And what about me?
Well, we have better arms and legs for you, but they're not specialized. Instead, me and Mr. O'Connor have been working on new mechabase suit. The last one was
a piece of junk held together by some wealthy in a prayer.
It was quite insufficient and unsuited to the task at hand. No one uses less power and has more energy storage. Few new weapon systems, and most importantly,
I can actually get in and out?
Exactly.
Great! Let's take it out for a spin.
No.
What?
I said no. You're not taking that thing out until you learn how to fight.
I know how to fight just
Kenneth,
fine.
get in here.
Yes?
What was it you told me earlier about the judo and the karate?
She got pretty far.
And the boxing classes?
Well, she was working on another invention and had to cancel.
Shut up!
Now, despite what you think, I do not sound of my voice. So Kenneth, tell her what I said earlier, and I mean everything. I know you were listening.
Betty seems to be incapable of maintaining any kind of discipline in any subject she doesn't care about. All of which falls into the exact thing she needs, and that's how to fight and strategize. And she has shown to be incapable of working with others for any sustained period of time. Completely screwing up the workflow because she insists on being the only one to work the super factory.
I would say I couldn't say it better myself, but I was the one who said it. Don't get me wrong, you're tough and smart, but winning a war is more than that.
She's right, Betty.
Well, you got 2 giant metal fists, and you got 2 boxing champs to teach you how to use them.
Well, I kinda took all the ones you missed, and O'Connell was a 2-year high school champion.
Would've gone pro if my knees didn't give out.
And Jaeger has sent some books on strategy to your new room. We'll study them together like back in the old days.
This is it. Helen killed me, and I've been in hell ever since. It's like high school all over again, but in tin can and never-ending gym class. I have to lose.
That's the spirit.
Sorry to interrupt your exercise, Hudson.
Let me guess. Another set of anomalous levels of technology, and I quote, underdeveloped nations we largely ignored during the start of this debacle of a campaign.
Yes. Either our surveys are extremely inaccurate,
or that blasted ship with something else on it. Those atom worshippers popped back up like vermin. They still have the same stolen technology, but none of our patrols found that Eldridge, and every corner of this miserable planet is rallying to images of that blasted net. Somehow they are spreading advanced technology right before our eyes, but we are seeing it.
Yes, if this keeps up, our losses will become too great, and if we
I know. I had the rules of engagement memorized before we even came near this system. Order our ground forces to fall back to whatever safe zones we established, and bring down all forces from orbit.
Are you sure? This will reflect poorly on your event.
Not nearly as much as in this world. We need to act fast and decisively, or we lose everything the British have accomplished in 2 centuries.
Yes, ma'am.
It seems the aliens have decided to bring the brunt of their forces to bear. How will our heroes react? We'll better learn to fight. Will Berkeley find some other uses for his new arm? Will the aliens see the thrilling climax of the Lone Ranger? Find out next time on the adventures of Mecha Betty!
En el momento de repatriamiento, muchas veces esto presente. It's time to kick aliens out.
Their radio signals are full of this. The plan was to scare them into submission, but they continually rally behind that thing.
On the positive side, we are still winning.
But we are paying for every meter of their land. This was supposed to be done in a few weeks, but it's been months. And every day they seem to catch up. How goes pulling our forces from orbit?
We have 30% on the surface, with only a handful of ships with trans-atmospheric capabilities. It's a slow process.
Call the Home Office. We may have to resort to dropping the mothership from orbit.
I see. Sending subspace message now. It will be 48 hours roughly before I get a response.
What was that?
We have an artillery group firing on us. Ground forces say they are from the Mexican nation.
Oh,
Let me guess.
they have advanced weaponry as well.
Yes, they have some heavily armored units with long-range magnetic guns. We are too far for service.
Put them on screen.
They look like those armored animals they have.
Turtles?
No,
The ones with the hair.
oh, armadillos.
No matter.
Prepare my heavy mech.
Ma'am?
I'm going down there, and I don't care how many of those things I have to crack open. I'm going to find out
What is going on?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, General Helen, your mech's all ready to go.
Good. I'll be back shortly.
Also, prepare the docking bay for more heavy mechs. I feel as if we may need a strike team soon. These humans have proved to be a bit more problematic than we initially anticipated.
Yes, I'll start preparations right away. Good luck out there, ma'am.
I'll be back soon enough. Now, where to find someone to talk to?
Seems we have a volunteer.
Sorry to break open your
Mammal-shaped mecha armor.
armor something, but
It seems
you might know something I need to know.
Puedes tomar mi vida si quieres, pero jamás te diré nada.
I need to install some
Some more languages later when I get the chance.
General Halen and her soldiers worked their way through the battlefield. Despite the crudeness of the Armadillo Squad's mechs, they nearly wore out the alien commander.
This is Helen to command ship.
How is our progress?
According to the new calculations, it will take us 40 to perhaps 100 days to conquer this world at our current rate.
This will be an easy world, they said.
Barely level 2
Technology, they said.
This has been one cluster.
What was that?
A Defiance
Straggler. Give me a moment. Do you
have any idea
how rude it is to interrupt
someone in the middle of a communication?
It's okay, General. We will be done before you know it.
Thank you, number one.
I really hope so.
General, they have reinforcements incoming. Your strike team won't be landing for another 20 minutes.
This is going to be a long,
long day.
While the aliens were focusing on the new forces, the Eldred has been relaunched. No longer a retired battleship rigged together with experimental equipment. It is like Betty has been rebuilt from the bow to stern into a floating fortress. Inside, though, remained the same crew that kept it flying.
Gonna go get Betty, gonna train real good. Gonna not let anything ruin my mood. Oh, what do we have here now? Well, as a gentleman, it'd be quite rude to eavesdrop. Good thing I'm no gentleman.
Nice. Fragile and big, Kenny. Yeah, pushing it harder.
Are you sure? It's already pretty tight.
Come on, Kenny, you can do it.
No, that's fun.
Go, man, go.
What was that?
It doesn't matter. Just keep going.
Oh, just let me know if it hurts.
I will. Just keep going.
O'Connell and Bloom did say to get them right away, but did they mean right away, right away? I could respect their privacy, but orders are orders. Oh, Betty, I hope it's not a bad time for me to... Oh, you're still dressed, okay.
What the hell, Barkley? Why wouldn't we have clothes on?
No reason. You need a hand putting your hands on there, though.
Barkley, what are you even doing here?
Oh, Dr. Bloom's convinced O'Connell to let you test out the new suit. He figures you're ready enough, and the brass wants us back in action ASAP.
She'll be ready in just a sec. There we go. I hope I got them on right.
They're on just fine, Kenny. Nice and tight. You won't be too busy later tonight to help take them off, will you?
Nah, I just need to finish editing and send in my latest report for the papers. Just an hour in the communications room and then I'm free for the rest of the day. I'll go ahead and get that done and meet you in engineering. Take care, Betty.
So, why'd you even take them off in the first place?
You don't take yours off at night? Oh, they're heavy and it hurts my joints after a while. Oh, plus it's like sleeping with shoes on, but worse.
Huh, alright. Well, you ready to accompany me to the christening of your new suit?
Really? I finally get to use it?
Yep. Though probably just for a quick practice run. We don't want you fighting in untested equipment again. You know, don't want any explosions, eh?
Race you!
Intruder.
And with that, Betty bolted out of the room, leaving the flabbergasted sailor behind.
Come on, how is that fair? You got robot legs. Wait up for me!
Wow, everything looks brand new. Oh my gosh, was that workshop here yesterday?
No, it wasn't actually. It's got finished building this morning. It even has its own pod press, just for the Armisted's new steel. Can't quite figure out how to place the super factory that though.
Well, I would tell you how, but I don't exactly know at the top of my head. My notes and plans are all at home.
Well, I'd really appreciate seeing them as soon as possible.
Same here. It'd be nice to have a second one around.
I thought we were here to take a certain mecha and put a certain Betty inside of it. Let's get to that, eh?
Ah, yes, of course. Just look here, put your hands here. The suit will remove your prosthetics and pull you inside.
No, but I just got these on.
Yeah, just give her 5 minutes of some pillow talk first.
What?
I'm not even going to ask.
Oh, by the way, O'Connell, here's that $10 I owe you from our little bet.
Told ya. But give it a few weeks, maybe.
Faye decided to ignore Barclays and O'Connor's odd comments and step up to her new suit. She admired the sleek new design, similar to her old suit, but more refined, yet particularly armed with power. But he had to resist the urge to stare so she could get to the task at hand. She grabbed the handles on the shoulders and found the connections of the prosthetic arms disconnected and pulled inside the compartment of the suit, which opened up to a pneumatic hiss. Before she could think of much more, she was inside, or it has become part of her once more.
So, how does it feel?
It feels great, like it's part of me more than anything else.
Toss a couple of jabs for me.
All right. Balance seems better. Last time it felt like one of the fists didn't want to move the same as the other.
Yeah, I fixed that little problem first.
I'll leave you with O'Connor then. You'll be fine-tuning your suit for you. Make sure to mention anything feeling off, okay? Okay.
Will do, Bloom. By the way, did anyone figure out where all those new weapons are coming from? I heard from someone Japan has working robotic Star Kid toys attacking the aliens along with a bunch of places having suits like mine.
Well, the president's saying it's part of his plan, but he also ordered everyone to keep a lookout for anyone suspicious.
If someone did leak our weapons designs, it'd be treason, plain and simple.
We may all be in this together, but the second those aliens are gone, we're going to be left with a lot of enemies, with a lot of very fancy new toys. I know Van Dyne was just trying to save face by taking the blame, but hopefully that lie will convince everyone not to turn those same guns around on us when this is all over. It'd be a real shame to win this thing, only to break out in World War III.
I had to go. What do you see Dr. Leo about some air sickness and constipation and bladder pills?
Hey, did he look a little green to you?
He's been a bit of a wreck since the ship took off. Man can't stand flying.
I hope those pills will help.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Oh, listen. Treason? What was I got to talk to the switchboard about this. The communications room is empty.
Dr. Bloom.
Yeah.
Any new developments? These incomplete factories have been useful, but they are limited. We really need those final notes.
About that, am I a traitor?
No, Dr. Bloom. You're helping all of mankind. That far outweighs the petty concerns and bureaucracies of one nation.
During their conversation, Kenneth stopped by the communications room, ready to send out his latest frontline report, when he overheard Bloom and a stranger over the phone.
But if anyone finds out that I sent out those plans, I don't think it's best to consider a thief. No scientific community, at worst. Treason.
Calm down, Doctor. We take care of our own. Just continue helping the Eldritch fight the aliens. Now, I'm a bit disappointed you haven't learned anything yet, but we have a gift for you. It has been risky communicating like this, and we wish to do more than send weapon designs.
Hail this radio receiver, and we will send you intelligence on the aliens' movements in the guise of being intercepted messages. One of our agents managed to collect intelligence on an alien prison complex where they holding hundreds of civilians. If we act quickly enough, we can catch them when their forces are thin.
This certainly helped.
right?
Thank you. Now for those constipation pills.
You're welcome. We will be speaking soon about our next project.
I've done this hundreds of times.
I knew he was up to something. I'll have to tell Betty.
Why, sir, you seem to have a bit of crumble in your luxurious moustache.
No worries, my good man.
What in good heaven's name is that?
Why, it's a wireless Dappervac. Perfect for a gentleman on the go. Because any good husband knows two things. How to vacuum and how to keep a pristine moustache.
Hits from space! 100 of your favorite songs, including hits like Jetpacks and Jump Leads, Love is a Galaxy Away, and I Know What You Did on Neptune. Plus, newly recorded versions of 5 Planet Dawn and Out of the Nebula. And who could forget the biggest hit of the year?
I took a pill in Andromeda.
Get your copy of Best of Space now. It's out of this world! Now only 5 easy payments of 5 credits and 1 complicated payment of 1 credit paid in the currency of at least 200 different pre-warp civilizations.
Before the break, the Interpid reporter had discovered it was Bloom setting out the plans. As he ran off to the engineering bay, he thought about what he heard, but was cut off by the sound of the intercom sparking to life.
Attention, attention! Everyone prepare for full-speed maneuvers. Lock yourself down to the nearest station. We're headed to South Texas. Mexican mechanized forces have encountered the breach convention. Van Dyke has ordered us to assist.
Darn it! O'Connell, how fast can we get there?
Depends. How much do you want to risk the ship breaking apart?
O'Connell!
85% power is the highest I would suggest. So from our current position, 45 minutes.
Then do it.
Attention, all gunners. You have 25 seconds to get to your guns and get locked down. Because the second we get there, I want every single saucer blown out of the sky.
Helm?
Ready.
Navigation?
Ready.
Engines?
Ready, sir.
Are all civilians and crew locked down?
Last gunner just reported in. Civvies are clear. We're in the green.
Engage engines!
While the elders flew towards Bell, Helen found herself taking her frustration out on the Armadillo Max.
Haha! How many does that make now, Lieutenant?
47, General. Though the impressive part is capturing the pilots alive.
Well, one of them is bound to know something. Lee, your heavy mech corps has done a remarkable job.
Thank you, General. We were glad to see the action. From the original reports, we were afraid we wouldn't even be a part of this invasion.
Why did you have to mention those damnable reports right when I was starting to enjoy myself?
Sorry, General. Anything I can do to make it up?
Unless you can make that Mecha Betty thing in its ship appear so I can finally blow the piece of scrap up for good.
General?
Yes?
Well, I have good news. Look, up there!
Lieutenant Leah pointed up to the Eldridge, which was approaching fast.
What are those?
Armadillos?
I mean, the alien things!
Apparently some kind of new mechanical unit. They may be like Mechabet. The red one looks a lot like General Helen.
Sir?
Yes?
They just jumped out the ship, going after the red one.
Betty, what the hell are you doing?
Just going to repay Helen for earlier. I'll be right back.
Will Mechabet stand a chance with her new suit? Will the new Eldridge stand a chance against Helen's ship and these new alien weapons? If I continue saying new repeatedly, it will start to sound weird. Find out next time on our next new episode of The Adventures of Mechabetty! Mechabetty! Far off from our heroes, we find a council of the British discussing the invasion and General Helen's request.
I believe me and General Helen have the same opinion. The reports we got from this Earth world have been greatly miscalculated.
I personally oversaw that report, and it was perfectly accurate.
They'd recently finished a global conflict, achieved atomic capabilities, and had barely progressed since then. We did as much as possible without physically landing on the planet and demanding no records.
Then how is it that they are making weapons that are quickly coming up to par with our own?
As the good general said herself, they are not nearly up to our level. They only have pale imitations of our technology, or it's just plain stolen. Albeit the large crap called the Eldridge was a touch unexpected.
What of the mech?
Probably some remote-controlled construction robot given primitive energy weapons.
Did your report cover any kind of weaponizable construction robot?
Well, not in so many words.
We all read it, and I can attest it does not. For goodness sake, according to this, they still use an extremely deadly form of lead in their motor vehicles to make them run smoother. Either they are completely idiotic of a race that stumbled upon this technology, or your report is wrong and they are much more dangerous than you lead us to believe.
In either case, we have to come to a decision. Should we risk our only ship capable of interstellar travel in order to expedite conquering this world, or be prepared for a long war? I believe we should authorize the landing of the mothership. If we take too long or the cost is too high, Conglomerate will order us to retreat.
But the mothership does not belong to the British. If we lose it, our citizenship to the Conglomerate will be revoked.
Not to mention, we are decades, if not centuries, from developing our own ships that could retrieve our soldiers.
So, are you against it?
Not in so many words.
Ugh, let's put it to a vote to the whole council. Ugh.
Agreed.
Of course, the only time you decide on anything is when it comes to deciding to let someone else make the decision for you.
Finally, this is Helen to command ship. Take out the Eldridge.
We can't. There is still too much artillery mechs down there to get within weapons range.
Then send in the saucers.
We are stretched too thin. We are already down to the ships with the guns. I'm not sending our pilots on a suicide run. You're not.
We need to retreat. All you have is your ground forces, and when the Eldridge comes in range, they will be torn apart.
Damn it all. I'm not leaving until I take out that mech.
General!
What the hell?
Did you miss me, Helen?
Get off my mech!
Hard to dodge from point-blank range. Let's see how you like having your arm ripped off.
Betty's later cut through the larger mech's armor and allowed her to tear off her arm. Helen, however, was not dazed.
Now that you are finally within reach, I'm not going to ever let go.
Ow!
Do this all day.
Engaging shock system.
You troublesome brat. I'm going to rip you out of that green wreck limb by limb.
Bit too late for that. Take this!
Taking to throwing mud at my face.
Aha! Not mud. See forward.
See what?
In general! General, are you alright?
Where is she? She
Don't
will
make
pay
them like
for
this
blowing
anymore,
up my
do
mech's
they?
head.
I don't know. She flew off. I'm sorry to say, but we have to retreat.
We have to destroy them now while we have a chance.
What chance, ma'am? We have no air support. We're outnumbered, my team's not equipped to take out that ship, and you don't have a head.
You're right, Lieutenant.
This is General Helen ordering a full retreat and a pickup for us as soon as possible.
Can you guide me, Lieutenant?
No problem, General. It's fine. We got plenty of prisoners. I'm sure one will tell us what's going on soon enough.
I suppose so. I'm still not fond of these setbacks.
See what?
I swear that girl's going to get herself killed. O'Connell, what's happening? Why are we losing altitude?
I don't know. Something's hogging almost 10% of our power. We need to cut power to at least half the railguns.
If we let up, we'll be overrun by saucers.
What if we just cut off one? Would that buy us some time?
With our current altitude minus one gun, we only have about 2 minutes with our reserve power and pushing the furnace to its limit.
Alrighty, fellas. Cutting power to railgun. There. All right, I'm gonna go trap my new gun arm on some flying saucers. This is gonna be fun.
Are we within range of the command ship?
No, based on last time, we are out of their range, but they are out of ours as well.
If they move even an inch closer, fire. Our mission is to keep our allies safe.
Sir, the command ship is sending a vessel down to the ground.
This is Gunner Alpha 02. My gun's been shut down. Line 2, sir. All the alt guns are down. We're barely getting enough power to keep the lights on.
That's the stern of the ship. O'Connell, the drain is happening in the stern of the ship. Can you fix it?
Sir, I can barely keep us flying right now, much less walk halfway across the ship mid-free fall. Whatever it is going to have to wait until we can get in the water.
Sir, the command ship sent a shuttle to pick up the ground forces. It looks like they're falling back. Should we pursue?
No, we complete our mission. Is there a lake or a river large enough for us to set down in nearby?
Yes, we passed it on the way here. Lake Amistad is approximately 2 miles northeast from our current location.
Set us down and radio our armadillo friends to meet us there. Tell them we can help with repairs and have a medical bay for their wounded.
Messaging them now, sir.
Good. And ask them if they can find Betty.
Will do, sir.
Deploy all fighters.
Has this ever happened to you? You are a perfect duplicate created from an astronomically improbable teleporter accident. You have no official identity because the original's hogging it all to himself. Well, at Roddenberry and Roddenberry, we will represent you to sue for joint custody of your life.
I was abducted by a race of cyborg creatures that assimilated me into their collective. I was then considered killed in action, and now I couldn't get my veterans benefits. Thanks to Roddenberry and Roddenberry, I'm doing better than...
You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
And now I receive treatment for my condition.
No matter how bizarre your case, no matter how many extra-dimensional jurisdictions it falls under, you can trust Roddenberry and Roddenberry to help you. Call our law firm today for an appointment.
The boarding area.
Before we left, the aliens had pulled back their forces. The Eldritch experienced some power problems of a perplexing nature, and Betty was knocked unconscious by Lieutenant Leah, a loyal heavy mech pilot working under General Helen. Betty now found herself waking up in a familiar setting of the ship's medical bay. Dr. Bloom and Kenneth were by her bedside.
So, should I go ahead and reserve a bed? I'm sure O'Connell can make a nice little nameplate to put on there.
Subjects are secured.
Dr. Leo, I really don't need this now.
Don't need what? To be told what you did was reckless, irresponsible, dangerous, and something you would never let anyone else do?
What?
You hurt me. Betty, you keep telling me to be careful and remind me when I'm doing something stupid, but then you keep putting yourself in danger.
Betty, you're not alone on this ship. Everyone here is willing and able to do their part to fight. You don't have to try and do this alone.
I know, it's just,
Just what?
I felt so powerless when fighting Helen. And scared. I felt unstoppable in my suit, and in just a few minutes, I thought I was gonna die. All of us were gonna die because I couldn't beat her. And Barkley.
Sorry to interrupt, but were my ears burning?
Do you always eavesdrop on me?
Nah, only when I'm bored. Listen, Betty, that's just what war is like. You have to trust in your fellow soldiers to do their job like they trust you. So no more playing superhero, all right?
I wasn't. I'm sorry.
On a positive note, you only have a few bumps and bruises. No concussions, thankfully. Oddly enough, Barkley here is worse off.
Oh, yeah. You're not wearing your arm.
Yeah, that thing's a bit of a beast. Theoretically, it's supposed to absorb most of the recoil, but in practice, the damn thing nearly tore my arm off. Doc says I should just stick to old Lefty here till I heal up.
By the way, Mr. Barkley, I have been hearing some of my other patients from the battle talking about the aliens taking prisoners.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, it's not looking good. The aliens are definitely not thrilled we're putting up as much of a fight as we are. They're taking prisoners and outright abducting people from the boonies. The brass, or at least what's left of them, are building bases in areas that surrendered, and New York City's filled with hundreds of werewolves just keeping people following curfew. They've got artillery set up on every skyscraper they can, so the entire area's a no-fly zone.
What about my home?
From what we've gathered, they're primarily focusing on countries with larger military infrastructure.
But They didn't count on everyone getting stronger. They were going to beat up the toughest kids in the playground so everyone else falls in line.
But now they're fighting on multiple fronts. If what I've been reading about strategy is correct, they might be stretching themselves too thin. If we can organize better, then we can win.
That's what Admiral Fairweather's counting on. He's getting in touch with everyone he can.
I just hope my family is safe.
Is there any chance me and Betty can talk alone for a bit?
While Betty and Kaz were giving a moment to talk, elsewhere on the ship, Dr. Bloom was unveiling his latest invention to Captain Yeager.
May I present you the device that will win us the war?
What is it?
Well, it's a decoder. It translates aliens' communications and prints out a copy as it finds them. Aliens constantly shift frequencies, and the codes are tough. But when it finds one, it gives it to us right away.
That's fantastic!
I already found one when I was, testing it. Apparently there's an alien prison built just a few hundred miles from here. It's full of civilians, military, and some government officials. According to the latest transmission, they will be diverting most of their security to a new facility, leaving it vulnerable.
You mean this facility over here?
No, the one right under your finger. Yes, that one!
Excellent. This is perfect. Admiral Fairweather told me the Russians planted a spy in there, but lost communication. They're sending in some mechs they got from China there to attack, but they'll be there too late to catch them off guard. But if we can convince them to attack the new facility today, it might give us the perfect opening to cracking that prison wide open.
That's a great idea.
I'm gonna go talk to Admiral Fairweather. If this pans out, we're gonna get those people out by this time tomorrow.
Gentlemen, it's nice to see you're doing well. Your ship seems to have much better food than ours.
The cook must be trying out some of the earth ingredients again. Anything is better than the algae paste we ate on the way here.
Well, it's not that bad when you mix a bit of sea hound milk with it.
Sea hound milk? I might give that a try on the way home, though I'll be grabbing as much off this coffee as possible. I'm sure it will add enough flavor to that wretched paste.
Oh, you drink that stuff? Oh, I thought it was floor cleaner.
Trust me, it's quite delicious when you get used to it. I might just retire and open one of those cafes when I get home. Actually, I definitely plan to retire after this. I don't think I could stand leaving my children again.
You have children? I didn't realize. Well, what lucky sod managed to capture the General's heart?
No one anymore. Accident a few years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry, General. I didn't know.
It's fine. On a slightly less depressing topic, have you seen those animals some of these humans keep as pets?
Yes, I saw the pictures. They look exactly like a cross between a sea hound and a Maztak. Either their planet's ecology is weird, or they are decades ahead of us in genetic engineering.
Will Captain Yeager convince Admiral Fairweather to change the attack strategy with the Russian forces? Will Kenneth and Betty unveil the truth about Dr. Bloom? And what will Helen call her cafe on the British homeworld?